The following is an Ellwood City Sports production.
Two to the right. Quick pass out there to Dom Ho. He gets up to the 50-yard line. He's got blockers down. He goes, makes a man miss. He's got the first down. Does a little wiggle all the way. He's still on his feet. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown! Hand off to Partridge. Tucks it in the left hand. He's up the left side, and he's going to go all the way. At the 10, the 5, touchdown! 4th and 15. It's all down to this. Back to pass. Give and chase. Throws it out there, and he's hit. He's short of the line again. He's short of the line again.
Free kick. Nice header by Keystone Oaks. But taken there by Huth.
Shot on net.
And it's a goal!
Puts it up, and down it goes. That's the game! Playoff win for the Wolverines. Inbound to Caleb Serving. Yes! It's gone! Shoots it! It's over! The ball is over! The Wolverines win!
Left side field, chasing his left fielder. It's going to go all the way out of the ballpark. A home run. Contact there, deep, sending back the center fielder up to the fence line. A base hit there for Luke Raleigh. She will turn and go to third on the triple. Hi there, Ellwood City sports fans. Welcome into Lincoln High School Big Gym here as we present you WPIL High School Wrestling. It's your Ellwood City Wolverines taking on the Mohawk Warriors, who are in their inaugural season here in Lawrence County Wrestling. Again, folks, Brad Windhorst for Ellwood City Sports alongside Mr. Matt Wally. He's going to get the most to talk tonight. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit under the weather, so most of the things tonight will be focused on Matt. Let's talk quickly. Yeah, right. That could be a pun if you want to on the Matt wise. But quickly, folks, on your screen now are the standings for 2A the fourth section Northern WPIL Wrestling standings there. Laurel Spartans sitting there at the top with a 12-3 record, 2-0 in section play. Ellwood City technically is in the second spot with a 2-1 record. That is because they are on the off night tonight. This is a non-section match. The other opposing four teams will be playing in section matches. Laurel, Knock, Summit Academy, North Catholic play tonight. And that Knock Knights team, that's the one we have to be focused on, folks. We got to find a way for them to, unfortunately, lose the Summit Academy or North Catholic for Ellwood to have a little bit of a shot here. Ellwood still has one more match, and that's a tough one. And that's next Wednesday in section play. They're at Laurel. How things play out, folks, they take the top two teams. Like I said, right now, Ellwood is in that slot. That's because the other teams still have to compete for their third match. And then everything kind of wraps up next week, in a sense, for section play with just one match after that. And we'll be talking about some playoffs. But Ellwood City should have a couple that venture into individual playoffs for WPILs. We'll be talking about a couple of those tonight. And I think a couple of those are actually seniors for tonight. But we do appreciate you joining us tonight on Ellwood City Sports. It is senior night here in Ellwood City for wrestling. The year has gone real fast, and this is technically match number 9 after the Northwestern Doles this past week. And Ellwood went 1-2. They're sitting there at 5-3 overall. But I tell you what, Matt, I've been kind of not necessarily circling this one on the schedule, but it's a neat matchup here of Lawrence County teams, and the fact that Mohawk, this is their first year of organized, actual win-loss tallied wrestling. Yeah, I think we're in for a really good matchup tonight.
Yeah, it's very nice to see a new team in the area.
That too.
Lawrence County has, for a long time, been sort of a black hole of wrestling. Lawrence County and Beaver County are traditionally not well populated with wrestling. A lot of schools don't field teams, and there just hasn't been a whole lot of excellence from those two counties when you compare it to Mercer County to the north, Washington County to the south.
Yep.
Those are real wrestling areas. So it's great to see it growing. I think over the past few years, we've seen interest picking up. I know Shenango's got a youth team going. Mohawk now is coming into varsity. Newcastle restarted their team.
Yep.
Several years earlier, Ellwood, we restarted our team here, which was dormant for a while. So things are looking up.
Yep, and folks, you're joining us here. A little bit of a late start. We're ready to go, but it is junior high matchup. As the whistle
Slevin
blows.
Rudy with a quick slide by, but went at it a little bit out of control. That's Slevin Rudy for Ellwood City versus Jackson Sipe of Mohawk. No takedown yet. Just got to bring him to the mat. There's the three. Slevin with a claw ride. Slevin's got a cross wrist there, and he's going for a rebar tilt, which he seems to favor. We've seen that in previous matches. Now he's going to a chicken wing and a half on the far side. And that's really a nice threat on top when you can work both sides of the body to try to get turns. So good to see that he's thinking that way. Goes to the legs to ride. We've got 15 seconds left in the first. He just needs to keep his hips up high here. Get a little arch in the back. He's got it here. He's got some good pressure down on him. Oh, that's great. This is a referee who I haven't seen before. His name's Tom Thorpe. I saw on the weigh-in sheets, and he bangs him for a stalling in the first period of a junior high match.
And I like that we can actually hear it. That's he's vocal about it. That's good. I like it.
Another slide by. I mean, Slevin's obviously the more experienced wrestler here, and it's showing. He's able to hit that slide by on his feet pretty much when he wants. Right, now he's going to cut him out of bounds. Give him the 1 point escape and try to score some more. Give him 1 point, go get 3 more. Oh. He didn't escape, so he's going to go to an optional start and cut him now. Well, Sipe got wise to the slide by that time. Oh, there it is again. He's just going to keep taking it. There it is, bar and a half. Bar also called the chicken wing. But he works the half side this time, the half Nelson side. He's got his 4 back points and the fall. Nice job by Slevin. I don't want to criticize somebody who wrestled well and dominated the match. I just hope that he doesn't get too hung up on the slide by. continues to develop leg attacks, because I think at the end of the day, if you're going to be successful long term, leg attacks are key. I think we should have Blake Hall coming out for Ellwood versus Noah Patterson, and I don't know what this big kid's doing out here, because I think he's confused. No, they're changing the order that they gave me. Clark Kent is coming out for Ellwood, and I presume that this is Troy Harris of Mohawk. A collar tie here, and we'll be anxious to see if anybody can clear the tie and get to a good angle. That was a kind of a weak attempt to get to a high crotch or a dump. I'm not sure. I think you initially wanted to try a dump, but lost the arm. Now he's got a head outside single, and he's going to eat a crossface here. And we get a stalemate.
It sounds like you are correct, as I heard Troy from the coaches. And,
we're on blood time.
Yeah, a little bit of
Clark
blood
Kent's
here.
Bleeding from the nose. Jam that nose plug up there. It's not real comfortable, but
Only way to truly stop it.
you really need to wedge him up in deep up there. All right, we're ready to get back to action here. No takedowns yet. First period. Back to the collar tie. Nobody's really able to get an advantage here from this position. They're just like you noticed, Slevin Rudy, he was sliding sight by. So Ellwood's choice going to take top in the second period. We do frequently take top at Ellwood City, but he got a little bit high in the ride. Oh, he's locking hands, he maintained control, but he went from locking hands straight to his back. It's a deep headlock, and Harris has his arm underneath. If he can get his arm out from under, there's a pin. Okay, now it looks like Blake Hall's coming out. Blake Hall versus Noah Patterson, I believe. You know, along with seeing a new team in the mix here, it's nice to see some young blood at the referee position. I know that the state and the Whippy will have a hard time.
Yes, they do.
Getting new referees in there, so it's good to see.
Like I said, I like the fact that he's very vocal. We can hear it in here, what's going on. I like that. Now this is to the 114.
No, we're in junior high weights, and
It's all
to be
over the
honest with you, I don't know what these guys. I don't think they even weighed in. And as we're busy talking about that, Blake Hall gets a quick pin. Didn't get quite the analysis he deserved there. Maybe if you would stop distracting me, Brad. Or if Blake would slow down. I suppose some people at home are probably saying, or Matt, if you would shut up and watch the match. Yeah. Okay, Ariana Craig coming out for Ellwood City. I believe her opponent is Cambria Cumbro. Ariana's 130-pounder. She loves the head and arm, so she's gone for kind of a knee pull single, but not for long. Got to transition to the head and arm, but she got an illegal headlock because she didn't have the arm encircled.
Right.
So I believe she had a 3-point takedown. No, he didn't award the takedown. I said there was no control before the application of the illegal headlock. I thought she did have control prior to that. But. So as soon as I say it's nice to see a new young referee, I criticize the call. Ariana's trying to snap from there, and Cumbro kind of pulled Ariana Craig on top of herself. She gets her hips behind. Oh, they did award the takedown. Okay. She slid off, though. There we go with another illegal headlock. She's not encircling the arm. You can't lock your arms around the opponent's head without having the arm encircled, and down below, she really almost does there, too. Does she have the arm inside? Can't see from this angle. I thought she was over top of the arm and clasped. She did have contact with that arm. I don't know. That was, to me, could have been illegal. But I was right about one thing. She's going to headlock you.
Mm-hmm.
Legally, illegally, whatever it takes. Okay, so who do we have here? Mackenzie Parks for Ellwood City versus Lexi Lewis of Mohawk. We're still finding a lot of wrestling up top in the upper body ties. Everybody seems to want a headhunt here. If she can walk this cradle up, she needs to walk around toward the head, but ends up with the takedown nonetheless. Trying to get a half. She did a nice job keeping her hips behind, actually. The coaches are asking her to work for a breakdown, but she's got the cradle locked. Oh, no, not locked up long enough. She's out front. She's still in control. So looking for the cement job, and that's deep. That's deep. 22 seconds to go. drops her hips down. Maybe adjust. Oh, this referee's ready to slap the mat. Short time, though. That's a lot of fight from Lewis. A lot of fight. Wow. Okay, there was 4 near fall. 7-0. Remember, she never gave up control there. So. Oh, that's not the way you want to approach things from the top position. She gave up an escape, came out above the arms, like to stay behind the arms, behind the hips, and work for a breakdown, flatten the opponent, and then go to work. But all in all, giving up an escape there isn't too bad because it looked like she was going to try to pull her back on top of herself, which would have been real bad. We're looking for another upper body throw. Now she has an arm encircled, and there's a lot more time to try to fight this off. Lewis has got to be getting tired. And, you know, I mean, you can't officially say this or yell it from the side, but while the referee is looking down at your opponent's shoulder blades, it's a good thing to cover up her airways. And when they decide to put their shoulders down when they can't breathe anymore. I mean, we coach it in the room, but you just can't yell it at the match.
Right. So that'll make the score 24-6. Again, you're watching junior high wrestling here. And then we'll have the senior festivities, and then the varsity level will be approximately 7 o'clock. So about just a little bit under a half hour from now.
All right, now we have one more girls match. And then we're going to circle back for a couple bonus matches with the guys. This is Amelia Hoffman for Ellwood City and Abby Barber. And, hey, Ellwood's going for a head and arm, but gives up a takedown. Okay, we're back to a referee's position. And I kind of like the way Barbara's working here. She worked for a breakdown, went right to a half. And there's a quick fall. Nice job by Abby Barber. Slipped that head and arm. She was off to the races.
Nice little sportsmanship there between the two.
Okay, we're going to do some bonus wrestling here. Slevin Rudy versus Gabe Chismar. Slevin, of course, from Ellwood City. There's Slevin hitting the slide by. Runs out to the front. He's going cement job. And gives up the escape. Got some. Let's see here. We're going to go for a slide by. Trying. There was nobody was moving their feet. It's kind of hard to just stand toe to toe and slide somebody by. His opponent wasn't pushing in. He goes lat drop. Didn't get it, but he still comes out to a front headlock. Chismar attacks the leg. Not in bad position. Post the hand and build up. But okay, they're out of bounds. Chismar again. You hit that slide by a few times, guys start to get a feel for it and know it's coming. That's a lot more difficult unless you're. Slevin hasn't done a great job of setting it up by forcing his opponent to push back in. So as they start to feel it, they're able to avoid being taken down there. And Slevin, as we saw in the first match, he goes cross wrist to a rebar position, then throws a leg in. Is this Groundhog Day or rerunning this? Maybe people might think we're rerunning it. Slevin got a little high, fell off. So this is only a 3-2 match here. I don't know what Chismar weighs, being that this is an exhibition match. Let me see. I'll check and see if Coach Frazier sent that to me. Oh, there's a leg attack. Oh, to a deep half. No. Slevin tore it off. Got out of danger. No, they didn't give me the weights on this. I know Slevin, they listed him as an 87-pounder for his first match, and I don't know what Chismar weighs. Or it may be Chismun. One of us has it wrong, either Coach Frazier or I did when we were writing them down at the scorers table. So Slevin's not getting any motion on the bottom. He's got his arm trapped behind him with a chicken wing, and I don't know. It looks like Chismar looks a little bigger, but I don't think a whole lot. That's it. Now Slevin's tapping a little to get some motion going. Wouldn't mind seeing him take a couple fakes. He's trying for the lat drop and got it. Real nice. He's got a takedown. The referee is holding 2 back points. Yeah, 2. So there's a 5-point move, getting them back to the lead. Now, manage the match. I don't like seeing them going legs and getting up high here. Chismar's under a leg, which is usually a good way to get out of there. No back points awarded. Of course, now he's got that boot in and gets the guy flat, and it's really difficult for the bottom wrestler to get back up. It's just getting them to that flattened position where you put yourself at risk when, with a 3-point lead, Well, you know, with the 3-point takedown anymore, I guess you think of things a little differently, but. Not sure why the referee whistled that one dead with 1 second left on the clock, but wasn't going to matter there, I don't think. Okay, so our last junior high match of the night is Clark Kent again versus Chase Brown of Mohawk. So Mohawk has taken decidedly more leg attacks than Ellwood here, and they're scoring with them when they do. Really, I think Ellwood, the whole team, in these 9 matches, there have been 2 token, maybe attempts at a knee pull, and no real, I wouldn't say any real leg shots. It's been all upper body. Okay. Clark's in the bottom position with an odd ride there. Gonna get a reversal out of this. Looks like he's got a cradle locked up. Now he needs to scoot. Scoot counterclockwise, get that bottom knee in the rib, the knee's in his back. There it goes, now it's in the rib cage, and he can settle him down. Once the knee goes in the ribs, that gets it done. So, nice pin for Clark Kent to finish off the junior high action.
Yep. All right, folks, so that'll wrap things up for junior high here. Ellwood indirectly takes that one 33-12 with the extra matches there. So we'll take a little bit of a break here as we'll get festivities for the seniors ready to go. Ellwood has 3 of them, so we'll take a little bit of a break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about those 3 individuals, and then we'll be ready to go for the varsity matchup slated for about 7 o'clock, depending on how long senior festivities go. You're watching Ellwood City Sports. We'll take a break here, and we'll bring back senior night festivities here shortly. All right, folks, welcome back here. We're going to do the senior festivities here for the Wolverines. They have 3 seniors, and we're starting off with Cheyenne Berglund. Cheyenne is being escorted by Sean and Danielle Berglund. She has been part of the wrestling team at the varsity level for 4 years. Her plans are to attend BC3 for 2 years for teaching early elementary and transferring to a 4-year college to complete my degree. Once again, Cheyenne Berglund. And in her 4-year career, her total is 22-41. So a really good record there for Cheyenne Berglund. Next for the Wolverines is Nathan Chandler. Nathan is being escorted by Trevor and Courtney Chandler. Nathan has been part of the wrestling program at the varsity level for 4 years, and his future plans are to become a pilot. Another pilot for the Wolverines. Once again, Nathan Chandler. And in Nathan's 4 years career at Ellwood City, his record is 35-49. And now for our third and final senior, that is Gavin McClure. Gavin is being escorted by Jacob McClure and Serena McClure. Gavin is also a 4-year member of the wrestling team at the varsity level. His future plans are to work in the steel mill industry in maintenance. Once again, Gavin McClure. Gavin's 4-year career record for the Wolverines is 67-35, with him going 10-4 this year. So once again, congratulations to Cheyenne Berglund, Nathan Chandler, and Gavin McClure, the 3 seniors here for the Wolverines. We get a couple photos as they walk across the stage. So that'll wrap things up here for senior festivities. We'll take another break, folks, and then we'll come back. 7 o'clock start time should be on point. We're about 10 minutes or so away. You're watching Ellwood City Sports, WPIL High School Wrestling, Ellwood City versus Mohawk Varsity, next on Ellwood City Sports. All right, folks, welcome back one more time here real quick. They did put up 18 minutes, well, 20 minutes up on the board, so start time for varsity matchup will be 7:10. Officially 7:10 mark, so in about 18 minutes or so. So we'll kind of extend it a little bit past 7 o'clock, and we'll get ready for the varsity matchup. You're watching Ellwood City Sports. The following is an Ellwood City Sports production.
Two to the right. Quick pass out there to Dom Ho. He gets up to 50-yard lines. He's got blockers down. He goes, makes a man miss. He's got the first down. Does a little wiggle all the way. He's still on his feet. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown! Hand off to Partridge. Tucks it in the left hand. He's up the left side, and he's going to go all the way. At the 10, the 5, touchdown! 4th and 15. It's all down to this. Back to pass. Give and chase. Throws it out there, and he's hit. He's short of the line again. He's short of the line again.
Free kick. Nice header by Keystone Oaks. But taken there by Huth.
Shot on net.
And
it's a goal!
Puts it up, and down it goes. That's the game! Playoff win for the Wolverines. Inbound to Caleb serving. Yes! It's gone! Shoots it. It's over! The boy is over! The Wolverines win!
Left side field, chasing his left fielder. It's going to go all the way out of the ballpark. A home run. Contact there, deep, sending back the center fielder up to the fence line. A base hit there for Luke Raleigh. She will turn and go to third on the triple. Good evening, Ellwood City sports fans. Welcome into Lincoln High School Big Gym as we bring you WPIL High School Wrestling. It's the Ellwood City Wolverines taking on the Mohawk Warriors. Brad Windhorst here for Ellwood City Sports alongside Matt Wally. He'll be doing most of the talking because if you can't hear, my voice is something else tonight. So we're getting some introductions here from both teams. On your screen now are the standings in 2A4 North. The Whitfield Wrestling standings there. Ellwood City sitting there at 5-3 overall after the Northwestern duels this weekend. Sitting there at 2-1. Tonight is a non-section matchup with Mohawk. So Ellwood will be kind of scoreboard watching per se with the Knock Knights. See what they do. And then the big matchup obviously next week will be Ellwood and Laurel to finish off section play before they head into sections and playoffs for individuals. As we get the starting lineups here from both teams. We had the junior high matchup first. That final score was officially, as I wrote it down somewhere, if I can find it again, I believe it was 33-12 in favor of Ellwood City. They played a couple extra bouts there at the end there to make those numbers 33-12 in favor of Ellwood City. Mohawk, a team here that's we talked about in the junior high matchup, relatively new. This is their inaugural season at the varsity level that actually counts for wins and losses. They do come into play 0-7, but folks, you don't want to look past the 0-7 mark there because the two Lawrence County teams match up. Anything is possible. Matt, how are you doing?
Well, yeah, that was some commentary on Lawrence County wrestling, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Mohawk haven't gotten a win yet. But as I look at the lineups and the weigh-in sheets, I expect this to be a tough battle, honestly. We'll see a lot of pins. I believe that. We just don't know which way they're going to go.
They're going to go. Yep. So we'll get the.
I looked at the weigh-in sheets, and I'm not sure that winning the flip is a huge advantage here. Like sometimes, it really makes a difference. But looking at the way things fall here, not so sure. I don't know if it matters all that much. So Ellwood City wins the flip. And I gave Chris Quintanilla one job to tell me if Ellwood is even or odd. So let's see if young junior high assistant Chris Quintanilla completes his task.
Be neat if you tell officials one or two.
He always was a very coachable kid. Here he comes. Making his way up the stands. Here's Chris.
Odd.
All right.
There it is from Chris. Oh, it is odd. So I believe we're going to skip the 107 match. Ellwood's Braden McClure weighed in at 107, but he's going to bump up to 114. So this first match of the evening, and that's going to either be Justin Sager or Dakota Patterson of Mohawk. I have no idea because, as we like to point out, they don't put numbers on the singlets.
Yep.
So
recommendations.
I don't know who's who. Braden goes to an ankle pick, gets a little bit of calf. Looked like instead of picking the heel the way he'd like to, but he got a quick takedown. He's got pretty good control. Get some forward pressure, get off his knees, get on the toes, work forward. He's trying for a tilt here. Got a cross wrist. There's a half. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Yep.
Yeah, Mohawk's wrestler reached back half. It turned into a strange-looking cradle, but there's a fall. And it's 6-0 Ellwood City.
And you were talking about odds and evens. That's just showing who comes up first, correct?
Well,
for our viewers at home.
If you select odd, you have to present your wrestler to the scorer's table first, and then you also have choice in the second period for position or to defer.
So it's a little bit of a matchup thing and then also position thing at the same time.
So we're at 121 pounds, and it's Oliver Richards, and whichever one of those Mohawk wrestlers didn't go out there, it's either Justin Sager or Dakota Patterson. This will be a big match, I think, in determining the outcome of this duel. Oliver is a freshman. He's 7-3 now, and starting to get a little bit of show some growth and improvement. He's got an underhook. Like to see him get a little more forward pressure. Kind of just he's digging those underhooks, and if he keeps that up, he'll end up probably getting himself to good position. So, he had a cement job there and kind of lost the head of the front headlock, but he's in on a leg, and he's going to switch off to a double leg. Now he needs to climb the body, get behind the arm and hat. Well, he's going to try to go to the cross-face cradle, it looks like. Now he wants to work a bundle, and he's got it. He didn't control it. It was not quite a bundle, but I'd like to see him work back. Now he's going to Suck back position. Still in control. 20 seconds left. I'd like to see him finish the period on top. He works his way back behind the hips. And they're just in a weird position here, but they're under 10 seconds. Just no, geez. And he gave up a. He's still calling green in control. Didn't give a reversal for that position. You know, I thought momentarily he did change control. So that's a fortunate call there for Ellwood. So to start the second period, Mohawk chooses neutral. I guess Ellwood had to defer there. Give them choice. Looking down at my score sheet. Oh, he overextended trying to get to a hip toss and thrown to his back, and this is bad news, folks. We've got a minute and a half to try to get off his back.
Wow.
Wow. But no, they're just rolling all over the place, and
oh boy.
now he's got a good position with the headlock. Just the way we teach it. He needs to lift his. There's a
Wow.
fall. Wow.
Wow.
Now,
That was some action there.
I don't want to say that he pulled victory from the. Yeah, I do. He pulled victory from the jaws of defeat there, and that's putting it nicely.
Wow.
He definitely pulled something from somewhere.
Well, he said he was kind of growing into that situation, and that quickly makes you learn real fast.
He kept working. He kept
He
working.
did.
That was ridiculous how that whole match transpired. But hey, worked out in the end. So at 127 pounds, Mohawk is throwing out Jack Patterson to take a forfeit. Ellwood City's going to show first at 133. That'll be Cheyenne Berglund, one of our seniors. And I believe this will be Jacob Cox. For Mohawk. Oh, that was kind of a diving shot for Cox, but I think he's going to have a little bit of strength advantage here in this match. He was able to power through that head down shot. I mean, you're looking at being taken down. And again, Cheyenne had the right reaction to that, but he was able to power through. So he's got a low Turk almost. It's going to work behind for a takedown for three. I'd like to see Cheyenne let go of that. She's not helping herself holding the head there. Maybe she was watching the junior high. Maybe she was watching Oliver Richards. But there's a half Nelson in. He's a clamp look away. But, a little too much power here for Cheyenne. 4 near fall points. That brings it to 10-0. No? No. Incorrect.
Still have 7.
7-0.
Yep.
7-0.
Yep.
Okay, short time left in the period. Cheyenne will have choice of position here in the second, and as she frequently does, she's going to choose top. She'll be looking for a cross-face cradle the entire time she's on top. Double thigh pry. He's going to try to get a breakdown, but Cox rolls through. He's got a reverse half position. He's going to try to work to a cradle. I don't know that he needed to go to all that trouble, but he does lock the cradle. And the fall. So, at 139 pounds, I don't believe Mohawk weighed anyone in. Gavin McClure weighed in at 139 for Ellwood, but I expect him to bump up to 145. Okay, we're at 145. I could see what Coach Fleming was saying. Gavin McClure for Ellwood City, and he's going to face Jacob Rodriguez of Mohawk. And again, I mentioned Cheyenne was going to try for a cross-face cradle the entire time she's on top. Oh, Gavin goes to a high crotch. Oh, and he's going to get called for a slam. It's going to be 1 point for Mohawk. It was actually pretty nice, but the rules say you have to control the wrestler and bring him to the mat safely when you have him in the air, which didn't happen. That's not the wrong call, and hopefully Rodriguez can continue here. Because otherwise, that'll be a default just in the match. Okay, we're still neutral. Looks like he's going to continue. It wasn't anything malicious or brutal. Just dangerous, and you can't really call potentially dangerous when it's a slam situation, possible potential slam situation. So it's the right call. But as I was saying before, Gavin is pretty committed to his cement job, and he got it here. And now he's got a long time to try to tighten up the position. Quick fall, Gavin McClure. And credit to Mohawk and Rodriguez for not taking the dive there.
Yep.
They could have done it.
Yep.
So some guts. Okay, we're 152, and this will be Ethan Simmons for Ellwood City. Can't read my own writing. And should be Cameron Cuellar.
Ooh, leg shot.
On a double leg.
Yeah.
Simmons bellies out. Cuellar is going to cut him. Go to the cement mixer. Just to go behind for a takedown. With 2 quick takedowns and lets him up twice. Another double leg. And Simmons just kind of holding on too long. 3-point takedown, no near fall. And there's a tilt that I'm not real familiar with that one. Like a ball and chain with a leg inside. Leg lace and a ball and chain. And Simmons just turned himself to his back. 2 quick near fall points. It's 11-2. You know, in all honesty, if he can not give up a fall, that would be helpful. So even if he gets tech fall, that saves a team point. He's on his back with 12 seconds left. And deep trouble. Oh, there's the fall with 2 seconds left in the period. Even up at 18, Brad. Told you this wasn't
It's going to be interesting, yep.
So now we have Lewis Leslie bumping up to 162 pounds. He's going to face, I believe this is Roman Schodel of Mohawk. Schodel's a fairly well put together kid, and Lewis is stepping up in weight. But technique usually wins out. Goes right for the headlock and misses. I really hate that right off the bat. Schodel goes for the headlock and misses. That's a good mat return. Yeah, that was a clean mat return. So 3-point takedown award. You can see the head and arm is. You better be really good at it to try it, because, and I would not say that anybody in this contest is the entire contest of the duel is proficient enough with the head and arm that they should be out there throwing them left and right. Lewis has got a cradle. Forgot a leg cradle. He's going to come up on top. Go chest to chest. Pick his head up. He's got real good position here. Just go chest to chest. Got over a minute left. He's got to get his arm out from under the shoulder blade. Again, this referee's doing a pretty good job of maintaining good position. As soon as he gets down there peeking at the shoulder blades, it's time to cover up the airways. Make that guy on bottom think it's okay to get pinned so he can get some breath back in his lungs. Still, we've got 35 seconds. And I'd just like to see Lewis keep moving his feet. Keep moving. That kind of grinds the shoulder blades down to the mat. His problem is Lewis Leslie's arm is holding up the shoulder blade. We're getting down close to 10 seconds. And he just needs to keep adjusting. A little bit too much time in that position where he just maintained the position. So he gets his 4 back points. That was a long time for Schodel to fight off that position. Let's see if it wore on him at all. He's going to go neutral. Let's see if we're going to go have another headlock fest here. Schodel looks pretty fresh for what he just went through. And there's the headlock. not able to stick him on his back, but he got a takedown. And there's locking hands. That's beyond reaction time. I mean, that was beyond reaction time. For anybody that doesn't know, when the bottom wrestler gets to his feet, the wrestler in control is allowed to lock hands, return the bottom wrestler to the mat, and he has reasonable reaction time to unlock his hands from around the torso. And I just don't think he's letting go of that locked hands fast enough. Shadow looked pretty fresh to start this period after he went through, but now you see the hands up on top of his head. He's exerting a lot of effort and energy here in this period. Let's see if he's able to maintain good position in a ride. There's another mat return. I think the referees are aware that he's cutting it close on. Oh, he's got sort of a messed up Merkle position. Yeah, he didn't have the Merkle. He didn't have the head. He was locked around his chest, which is locked hands. So that would negate any near fall positions, and it's going to be 1 point technical violation awarded to Lewis Leslie. But as I was saying, I think the referee is aware that reaction time, he's really pushing it on the reaction time, and he's trying to get a look at these mat returns, and sometimes it's just difficult to be in the position you need when there's only one referee, not a mat assistant out there with him. Oh, there was a crazy position. Lewis was like in a Peterson position. Top wrestler tried to cradle him, and they rolled through it. Lewis gets the reversal. Now he's going to work for his crossface cradle, and he might want to go bundle, but he's giving him the cradle now. Short time left in the period. Okay, Lewis, Coach Fleming's going to choose the top position for Leslie. So we're at a 7-point lead, which is, if it ended that way, it would just be a regular decision. If he gets to eight or more lead when he wins, 8 point or more lead when he wins, that would be a major decision for 14 points. Of course, a technical fall occurs when you get to a lead of 15 points or more. And there's the fall. That's 5 points for a technical fall and 6 points for the real deal, the pin. Now he's got the crossface. He was trying to cradle before without having the crossface, and he's winding it down. Oh, he got out of position, fell off the top, gave up a reversal. And he's trying to, Shodell's trying to run a power half and switch to a cradle. Lewis keeps working on bottom. There's another locked hands. It's a free move situation where he comes up into a headlock. So that's, Nick Leonard, I hope you're out there watching. Free move, baby. Free move to a fall. All right, next up, we're at 172 pounds. Mohawk's going to present their wrestler. They've got a couple wrestlers that weighed in. They're good at 172 pounds. Braden Black and Nathan Beckinger. I don't know which one's coming out, but he's going to get Nate Chandler, another one of our seniors here on senior night. see if we could hear the Mohawk fans shouting encouragement and figure out who this is. Oh, Nate Chandler trying to squat duck. But now he's going to go cement job. That's it. He was wise to sag back down to the mat, but he's giving up his hips a little too much. Just take the takedown, which he does. Very good. You have plenty of time to work for that pin. So some guys want to get out there and try to get that pin in the first 30 seconds. But when a guy's totally fresh, it's a difficult proposition. Nate's got a leg and a half. I don't know that he needs to have that leg. Now he's going to come off. Oh, come up on top. You can pull that elbow across. He needed to scoop the elbow with his left hand. But I think as Nate gets some more time to work here, one, he's going to rack up more stalling calls. And he's got a cradle locked. No, he didn't quite get it. I don't like it, that he's riding with his hip low. But now he's got a half. And on his back, short time. Real short time. And he got it. He got it right before the buzzer.
Wow. Tell you what, folks, this match has had a little bit of everything tonight. Wow. Ellwood goes ahead by 12 now, 30-18.
Okay, so there are some options here for Mohawk, excuse me. At 189, they show first. I don't know who that is. It could be Nicholas Parra, Logan Lewis, or let's see, it could be. I guess that's who it had. One of those two. And Danny Viscuso for Ellwood. He's going right up top. Looks like he might have had an illegal headlock. Yeah, and he goes right back to it. After he got away with it once, he went right back to it. Oh no, this could also be Beckinger who weighed in for them. And he gets the headlock this time. He's got the arm encircled, and he just needs to improve his position. He's back to an illegal headlock. He did it. He slid off. He let go of the arm and went back to an illegal headlock. So that's just a takedown. I believe he got 3 near fall and 1 penalty point to Mohawk because he initially had the arm, let go of it, and went to a straight headlock. So it's a mat return. Oh, I don't love seeing him get up high here with legs, trying to ride legs. Gave up a reversal. Now he's got to move on bottom. He can't clam up there. There's a quick stalling call. And I like the way this referee's calling the stalling. He hit somebody in the junior high match real quick, and that definitely was stalling by Danny. And he didn't wait and make him sit there for a prolonged period of time before he gave him the stall warning. So now we've got 2 penalty points on him. He's given up a reversal, and he has a stall warning. And just needs to work to his feet. Quad pod, work yourself up. I don't think the Mohawk wrestler, oh, there, he draped his arm, and Danny just pulled it down. And now we have control, reversal for Danny Viscuso. And mat return, don't lock hands. Oh, he just needs to, I think, wrestle conservatively. Any win will seal the duel victory. Green's choice, Ellwood City had choice in deferred position. Okay, Mohawk's going to take top. And again, I think Danny Viscusa just needs to work to his feet. It's a very safe place to be on bottom. And honestly, you know, your less experienced wrestlers tend to just lose position there. Watch, there's a half. See if that becomes a full Nelson. No. It did not, but I can now, again, there he is, up to his feet. So Mohawk just chooses to cut him loose, and he goes right back to the headlock. We are headhunters. I shouldn't say we, I should say these guys. even though I am a Ellwood City homer, not a big headlock guy. But he gets the fall out of it.
So that'll make the score doubled up, 36 to 18.
Secures
Yeah.
the victory for the Ellwood City Wolverines. Ooh. Which, I mean,
interesting way to get there.
As I said, you know, this one, I thought this duel could have gone either way. And you saw in some of the individual matches where there was some flopping and flailing and just
got interesting
reversals of position and fortune, where those individual matches that went Ellwood's way, you know, if they hadn't, they wouldn't necessarily win this duel. But you know what they say. If my aunt, yeah,
I see where you're going with that. Aunt becomes your uncle.
Yeah, if my aunt had certain attributes, she would be my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that today.
What a quote!
I've been saying that for most of my adult life, I think.
Oh, I like it better than the standard is the standard. I'll take that any day.
But then I heard Mike Tomlin using it today as they were showing some, Mike Tomlinisms on ESPN.
Oh, then we were watching the same thing.
You can't be using my stuff.
Too good.
Another headlock attempt. It slipped. Just Jaden DeLauder for Ellwood at 215 pounds. I think this should be Casey Leisha for Mohawk. And Jaden's just a sophomore, but he does have a good bit of wrestling experience. You'll see that he will hold position fairly well. He's got a headlock from the top position. This is legal. As long as the arm's encircled, you can do it from top, neutral, bottom. Still got control. He needs to make sure he doesn't lock hands. He's going for a head in the hole cradle. He kind of needed to crimp his opponent's neck to the side, sit him to his hip. Short time. He can hang on here and maintain control. I know that doesn't look like control, but no points awarded. All right, Jaden to a sit out. Looked like he wanted to roll, probably roll to a Peterson. Got his face right there. Not to the level of a penalty. Another stall warning, and the referee is not waiting around for guys on the bottom. I mean, all right, the Mohawk wrestler has a 2-on-1 now. 2 hands on Jaden's one wrist and forearm. He's giving that up, going to a power half. It's another stall. There's a stalling point. The first one's a warning, the second one's a point. And Jaden sits out again. Turn in, reaches for a leg. I mean, he hasn't been totally motionless or clammed up on bottom, but I'm still a fan of stalling calls. Let's get these guys wrestling. I mean, if you want to avoid getting a stall call, get to your feet. And it's a safe place to be on bottom. You usually, either the top wrestler can't return you or elects not to try. Get a point. Get to your feet, you're not going to be called for stalling. And he's probably not going to get called right here on the position they're at on the mat. But instead of trying to wing that arm down, he needs to work up to his feet. So I don't see much chance of Coach Fleming putting him down here in the third, and he doesn't. Selects neutral. Wisely. Now he's backing up. He can get another stall call here very easily for backing up to the edge of the mat. In fact, I'd probably hit him for that before at least one of those calls on the bottom. And he gets his knee picked. Finds himself behind. He hasn't generated anything from the bottom. And he's probably going to get another stall call. He's got to really, really dig deep here and find a way to get out. He needs to, even if he just quad pods, clear that wrist. First order of business is to get the wrist free, which he did. Now you buck up and knee slide. Any kind of motion, but you got to get going. You can't stay on bottom. There's a sit out turn in, but he's not. When he turns in, he's not getting to his head to that tripod position. So I'm talking about a quad pod for a stand up, 2 hands, and you buck up on both hands and feet. Now he's working himself up, but can't maintain it. In the sit out position, when you turn in, you want to get to your head and 2 feet, and that makes it a lot easier to get out. He's sitting, and it looks like he's trying to get hand control, but he turned right back into his opponent, put himself in danger. That's a win by fall for Mohawk, 36-24. Too little, too late. Their heavyweight's going to come out and take a forfeit here. So I don't know, Brad. I think when I told you that this could be a problematic duel, you were a little bit surprised to hear that. But as I said earlier, you know, watching some of these individual bouts, they could have gone either way.
Yeah, they could have.
This ends up as a 6-point win.
6-point win. Yeah.
So, yeah, real close match, and looks like we're going to get some bonus action here.
Is that the end of the regular match?
That's the end of the regular. That's the end of the duel.
We won?
Yes.
We didn't give up any more. I thought we had to give up more forfeit. Oh, that's great.
So we're going to get some exhibition action here. It's Cheyenne Berglund, and since this isn't part of the official weigh-in sheet, I have no idea who her opponent is. But the Mohawk wrestler appears to be going after a headlock also. Cheyenne has a shallow underhook, and she's doing a good thing by keeping her elbows down. She's controlling the tie-up position. And okay, so Mohawk takes a shot that wasn't really set up, and Cheyenne's gonna just work for a bundle here. She's got the far arm of Mohawk's wrestler trapped underneath, 2 hands to it. She's up on top, and there's a quick pin for Cheyenne Bergman. So nice to see her get a match against another girl on senior night and go out and show what she can do. You know, in the duel, not only did she wrestle a boy, she wrestled up a weight class.
Right. So again, folks, final score of the varsity matchup, Ellwood 36-30. That's officially locked in. We're just having a couple more here. Looks like we have another one.
Yep, we have Lewis Leslie going out for another match here. And yeah, I'm not sure who that one is either. Again, I was relying on the weigh-in sheet for their lineup. So since I'm not getting paid overtime for the extra matches, I'm not going to say people's names. Go behind takedown for Lewis. And he's going to get to work trying to get his crossface. And I mean, now going to work for a breakdown here. Gets it. Goes to a power half. And there, with his right hand, he was able to come around and collect the other arm. And gets a quick fall there. So got a couple extra matches, and we're still done before 8 o'clock.
All right, folks. So
that'll in on my bedtime.
Yeah, that'll wrap things up here. Final score at the varsity level: Ellwood City 36, Mohawk 30. Junior high was Ellwood 33-12 as well. So Ellwood will improve to 6-3 on the season, and that sets up next week, folks. Ellwood will be on the road. Last match of the regular season, a section matchup versus Laurel at Laurel. Our friends and James Dodson there for Lawrence County Sports Network will have that coverage next Wednesday. Junior high at 6, varsity at 7. So great victory here for Ellwood City on senior night, and nice to go home. And I tell you what, Matt, we were in for a treat tonight. It was pretty interesting, and I think we saw a little bit of everything.
We saw a lot of action. There was some excitement. I think you're being generous calling it a great victory against a first-year program that doesn't have any wins yet. But, you know, we'll take it.
I was going to say, to quote anybody, a win's a win. Very, very true. So, folks, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night. Girls basketball right back here at the Big Gym. Ellwood City versus Olsha. It's a big one. It's a section matchup. And then Friday night, boys basketball at Freedom. No stream from our end. We'll have the Huddle fan stream from Freedom Athletics.
And congratulations to our seniors.
Yes. Once again, Gavin McClure.
Everybody got a win.
Right.
Cheyenne
Berglund
got to come back in exhibition matches and get herself a win on senior night.
And then Nate Chandler with his competition there. A really good night for those 3 seniors. And we do appreciate the Wrestling Booster setting us up. And once again, another senior night, successful night. And again, a win is a win. Final score one more time, Ellwood City 36, Mohawk 30. Good night, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow night for girls basketball.